What's up, y'all? It's that one dude, Do-Rag Rico. And since he can't control himself, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it as smooth as somebody on the M1 basketball court to that one dude who loves NBA 2K.
Man, I love my sports games, but you know, it's the one, the controversial one, K-Con, a.k.a. the Bronze Buffalo, a.k.a. the Apricot Ape, a.k.a. I'm just that nigga that just love to play games. And I'm going to pass it to the myth, the legend, the nigga with the strings around his head again. The one and only.
Once again.
What's happening? Let me clear my throat one more time. This is Brother Bandana. This is Flang Daddy. This is Father of all Flanks. This is G-Night. Let me pass this ball over to the one and only himself.
Let me get that. It's your boy Dobie Butterfeet, your ace of spades.
Yeah.
Middle school graduate combo connoisseur. How y'all doing?
Oh, man.
Pass it back to Rico.
And that is the cast. And we are in our digital corner of the world. This is the Shut My Dope podcast. Welcome everybody who loves video games. And haters too. If y'all want to see what the world is about, come on, man. If y'all want to see if gamers are degenerates and such, come see. Hey. But we finna kick this off a character of the week. And oh shit, it's me? Oh, it's me? It's me? All right, man.
Mario.
I'm finna get y'all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna dig into the depths. You know, we've been choosing a whole lot of popular icons in the gaming industry as our characters of the week, but I'm finna get y'all with one that is buried in obscurity, one that is from the past, one that is from the PS1, my PS1. Hailing from the game called Urban Chaos on the Sony PlayStation, I choose Darcey Stern. Her name is Darcey Stern. She is one of the first female protagonists that I ever played with. Like, besides Lara Croft back in the day. You know, Lara Croft is like, come on, man. You play games in the 90s. Everybody done controlled Lara Croft, had to jump across and grab a rock. But Darcey Stern was in one of the first games that had open world sections in a 3D environment. In Urban Chaos, you play as a police officer, and you find out that gangs is terrorizing the city, and it soon turned into the gangs worshiping demons that start terrorizing the city. And you out here, you a rookie cop, you learning these streets, you do the basics, you arrest, you have a few gunfights, but then shit start getting crazy. You start finding out conspiracies in the city. You start doing stuff like on The Wire. What they say, if you follow the money, you never know where you might end up. You start ending up in politicians, ending up in the church, and then you end up with crazy priests who start doing crazy rituals, and then you start seeing fire demons. It's crazy, man. But yeah, Darcey Stern, she had attitude. Of course, she had to be courageous in these streets because she was a woman that used to run around at night beating up gangbangers with no discretion, no hesitation. And she had a mentor, you know what I'm saying? One of the friends of her father. Her father was a police officer too, inspired her. Her mentor, Roper, running through the streets, helping her out, providing pump action shotgun assistance whenever it is necessary. But yeah, that's a PS1 game. I'm pretty sure it'll look ugly as hell, but like the homie G once said, if you look at
it do look kind of ugly.
If you look at
I ain't never seen it before.
Calm down.
Yeah. If you look at certain timestamps in history, it'll show you what part of time it came from. You know, this is like that's Darcey Stern. You know, I chose her, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off this subject for video purposes, editing purposes. But like with that right there being said, in order to make your main character of a game a black woman back in the late 90s this game came out? That shit is fucking crazy, dog.
99?
Hell yeah, this shit fucking crazy, though. I'm sitting up here looking at the back of the case.
99.
I'm looking at the back of the case right now, dog. This shit came out in 99. I don't know if it was hot because of like movies like Set It Off and shit like that, or they seen how Queen Latifah was going hard on people the same way they made Taxi and all that. But in order to make your protagonist of a game a black female, fucking wild, dog. Fucking wild.
Especially at
Racist.
that time. At that
Racist.
time, yeah.
I mean, you know, it don't get no type of accountants, like even like in what,
many.
yeah, like in any type of communities or nothing. But for me, and like, you know, me just playing games and shit back in the day, I didn't realize it until I was an adult. Like, damn, I really was playing with her back in the day. At that time, that shit was unheard of. But yeah, man, shout out to her. I feel like she's an unsung hero. In the like I don't know, some type of underground achievement that nobody don't really know about, like, because y'all probably didn't know about her until I just talked about her, huh?
No, I didn't know nothing.
Nope. It's just a game that I found on PS1, because sometimes, shit, I guess we could go ahead and pivot into this, because I remember, I want to say this was put off into the Discord. Sometimes when you see a game cover, whatever is presented on that shit, it's part of the reason why you get it back in the day. It wasn't no reviews to look up. It wasn't no gameplay, let's plays that you could see. Like, especially a lot of these franchises, that was their first time kicking off. Or if it was shit, us as kids, we didn't know nothing about no lore. We didn't know nothing about where some of these games came from. Sometimes we just picked something out just because we saw how that cover looked.
Shit, Chaos Legion did that to me. They never made crime live.
I remember Chaos Legion, red hair, long sword,
Yeah, that was my shit.
over the shoulder.
Summon a whole bunch of beasts.
Come on, man. I don't know if is it an unsung rule that if you slaying monsters and shit, you got to have a trench or a cloak or a jacket? Is that some type of
aesthetics? Gotta look right.
Is that some type of unsung rule of it? Because it seems like something got to be flowing when you fighting through monsters, man.
Hey, Durag, are we revisiting this one? I thought we already did this one.
What with the front covers?
Yes.
I mean, I was just saying. I don't know.
I mean, it's just a topic of conversation.
It was just.
You could dimple back and forth.
It was just a discussion about the covers, because that time we was talking about covers that made us do it. It was just a quick discussion, man. But yeah.
Okay.
I guess you know, if it grinded your gears a little bit, G, we could hop into I meant, you know, sometimes whenever we hop on this podcast, I still be, I don't know, my mindset be mixed, because I don't be walking into my job with this mindset, dog. I can't be going crazy and talking about games to like people at my job. It's only a select few individuals out here in the world that understand this shit, because we so deep into it, we start saying different lingos and shit. People be like, okay, so did you got the new one?
What?
You know, they be trying to hang in the conversation. They be like, never mind, you don't know what's going on right now.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You don't know what's going on right now. But yeah, like I be forgetting stuff, because like one thing that I really probably wanted to talk about last week, but it blanked out of my mind because of, like, you know, real life coming through, blocking your thoughts, and your passion don't be there. Like whenever you suggest a post up in the topic list, hiatuses, them hiatuses that y'all be taking from games, like them hiatuses, whether it's self-imposed or whether you're out of town, you know what I'm saying, decide to leave your game, or if you know, back in your kid days, I don't know if any of y'all ever hopped on any type of punishments, but
You damn right.
Yeah.
if you done got in trouble a few times and you done had the game snatched from you,
Don't touch that damn game.
yeah, man, hiatuses, man. I guess I'll throw in one of mine at first. Once upon a time, I took like a nice week off the game just to make sure that I was playing the game and the games wasn't playing me. That's all I can say, man. It's simple. It's that simple, man. It was a self-discipline thing just to make sure that my hobby didn't have my soul. But yeah, man. Y'all got
making
it?
sure you don't go crazy just by taking a couple days off.
Yeah, man,
That what you doing?
making sure it wasn't literal cocaine. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't taken a break from the game a little bit, but I ain't never in my life ever had the feeling
that you had itching for it. That you was itching for it. Oh, you say you never had the feeling what?
of not wanting to play the game.
Yeah, that's shout out to the homie.
Slugs. Slugs.
I smelled it when
Hey,
K-Con was
just
cooking it up.
Slugs.
I smelled it when K-Con was cooking it up. Oh man.
But yeah, I just want to make sure I was still in touch with reality. That's it.
Bet. You wanted to be a little bit more
That right
grounded.
there, that's the sweet spot, yo. You can separate the game from reality, man. That's the sweet spot.
That's balance. That's balance right there. It's a nice, good balance.
You ain't out here trying to apply like the game world to the real world.
Oh man, yeah, this should be going left real
I
quick.
tell
It's
One
certain
thing that be
aspects
driving
that
me-
you can take, certain ones, but not every literal thing. Like you cannot do that.
Yeah, man, you got to be wise. You got to be wise and selective with your shit, because if you out here thinking that it's cute to go off on people just because you frustrated the same way how you go off on people when you playing the game online, you gotta relax. You gotta relax. That shit do not work like that. But yeah,
I've had a few moments where I've taken a few moments where I fasted from the games. I used the term fasting because that's what it was.
yeah.
To get back into real life. But there was one moment where it wasn't a fast. It was I gotta do it. So long story short, that God of War 3 edition PS3 back in the day, your boy didn't have the job that was giving that cash, so I had to trade in my actual PS3 and a few games to get that thing.
Heartbreaker.
Sacrifices.
It was a month before it was coming out, but I already went on ahead, got that pre-order with my PS3 that I had at the time with a few games. I'm just sitting at the crib like, man, this GameCube ain't gonna hold me right, man. Because I was still playing the GameCube at the time. I was like, man, this Wii ain't gonna hold me right, man. You know, the Nintendo Wii. Like, man, I gotta go find something to do for a whole fucking month. But by the time that thing came out, hey, back on it.
Oh man, them sacrifices, man. That's a whole topic. Them sacrifices is a whole topic in itself, man.
Yes.
Them heart.
Damn, no lie, I feel kind of left out here. I ain't never had to take no hiatus. It was like I always had like balance back then.
Yeah.
It was like
Correction, he always had resources.
No.
Hey, I want to say
what I mean is like I did everything. I would play the game. I would go outside. I would come back in and watch TV. Like I did everything. Like I didn't just strictly stick to games.
Got you. You
I'll
had
say
some
the same,
variety.
like, I was
You had
never
the variety.
consuming.
Yeah, there was variety. Like
I ain't
Like,
never
back when
just
I
been
was in school.
consumed by my game.
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course
love
there
it.
was variety. Yeah.
I mean, it was still my number one hobby, but like I was still doing other shit.
Niggas still went outside and rode their bikes.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like fucking friend to like knock on my door and be like, "Yo, let's go hoop for a little
Hey,
bit."
Doe, let's
Shit,
go
I'm over
play.
there. Like, yo, we finna go to the court for a little bit. All right, I'll be there. Be there in like 5 minutes.
On a Friday night after school, I mean, by the time we got out of school, I was outside, and then by like 7, 8 o'clock, came in the house. I was on the game then.
Let me
Yeah,
put it
was
like
As
this.
soon as it got dark, I was in the house.
If it wasn't a new game that I haven't completed, then I wouldn't mind doing any extracurriculars. But if it's a game that I just got on some Kingdom Hearts 2, this just came out. Listen, I'm glued in to the ending.
Where G at?
Y'all want to go where and do what? Nah.
Yeah, see,
And we ain't
I was
seen G in
the
2
opposite.
weeks.
I was the opposite because, like, I still wanted to be outside because I already knew if once I went inside, I was going to play the game. Anyway.
Streets.
So,
Game over.
Flip.
I
Band.
I was outside with it, man. But
Yeah,
as soon as
it
I
was
stepped
like
through that
that.
door,
crazy.
huh?
You said what?
I was gonna say it was like it was times where I would like just turn the game off because I had to watch like wrestling or something.
Hell yeah.
I would
I'm right
legit
there
do
with
that.
you.
Ooh, arranged TV. That'll
I'm like, oh shit, it's 7:00. Raw finna come on.
when wrestling was a religion.
I got a
But
trill
yeah,
short.
back then it came on at 8, but yeah, it's the same story.
You
I
talking
got
about
a
Raw?
trill short. I got a
Yeah,
trill
it
short.
come on at 8:00 back then.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, G? What you got?
And I kid you not, this was around the time when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. Like I said, glued in. And this was not too long after I got done with the Roxas story, right? And it's getting back to Sora.
Blondie.
Tell me why the homies was outside talking about, hey, G, you covered? Like, nah. Hey, but that girl that you like, there was a girl on the block. She rarely came outside and like talked to the homies. She knew I liked her. I knew I liked her. But I was like, I'm gonna see her another time. Man, we don't know when that's gonna be. Oh well.
Oh, no.
I was like, game time.
Nah, that Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't even know what was happening in real life when that shit dropped. That shit was hot. And especially when you seen Sora with his clothes too little on there.
Right.
You seen him grew up? Oh man.
Say I was immersed. I ain't going nowhere.
Come on, man.
One of the homies was like, "Oh, you fooling." The other one was like, "Oh, for real? Oh, hey, let me in there real quick."
Hype ever since that Game Informer came out. Hype. The hype was just
Man.
ready. Especially after
I
that.
had a homie. Nah, you go ahead. I tell you,
I was just talking some more Kingdom Hearts shit, man. But I'm pretty sure they done heard Kingdom Hearts stories on this podcast before.
Plenty.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, dog.
Nah, man. I remember I had a homie back in elementary, right? He went to high school with. Can I name drop? Or should I just give the initial?
I wouldn't give no name drop, dog. They probably would know who they is if they hear you, dog.
Nah, it's a cool story. This ain't nothing bad at all.
I mean,
they ain't gonna hear this one. Oh,
man, look.
I guess
Back in like the sixth grade, it was me and my homeboy Isidro. In the sixth grade.
Shout out.
He had Kingdom Hearts 1, and then he had Lord of the Rings. What is it? The Two Towers.
I know what you're
when
getting
that shit dropped with co-op play.
I know what you're getting at,
bro.
Mm-hmm.
We ran through that game non-stop. When I say that shit was addictive, non-stop. Just fighting through enemies, bro. I was stuck. And we was playing that shit every day after school. Every day.
Dog, I'm having brain bursts because topics keep popping up in my head as you keep having these discussions, dog. But keep going, man. You and the C-Dro. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Bro, when I say that, bro, we went from playing, we beat that shit. Then we went from playing Kingdom Hearts, and we was playing something else, and I know we was playing Need for Speed Underground. Locked in, bro.
This is all good.
Locked in.
This is all good local games right here.
Locked in.
Competitive and co-op. This is good. And Need for Speed Underground, this is back when the Fast and Furious shit was going crazy. Neon lights under everything, tuner cars everywhere, nitrous.
Need for Speed.
Yeah.
My love. When I say JD, I'm a JDM diehard. That's me. I love all that shit. I love it to death.
Oh man.
But continue on.
I was about to say, K-Con just inspired me to ask this question. What's some of the best co-op run-through games that y'all would recommend?
Ooh.
Whether they local or online.
Well, right off the bat, let me say it before somebody steal it. Resident Evil 5. Thank you.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker.
As soon as you said run through, I was like, Christian Shepherd.
He snatched the shit out of that.
Man, y'all better start expanding. Start expanding.
Pick 6.
That's that Randy Moss one hand right there.
Straight pick 6. That's a good one. That was a good one. That was like my number one.
I'm gonna throw mine out there. Gears of War.
Yeah. Gears is solid, dog. Gears is a solid.
The whole series.
Gears is solid.
Still another one for somebody. Y'all better hurry to say it.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna throw a Ghost Recon Wildlands.
I ain't even played the game yet.
I got another one. Go ahead, though.
I know you can go. Hey, you said mine.
Man,
Somebody better go before I steal it.
Halo 1 and 2.
Hard. I'll take them, dog.
Come on, Dope, waiting on you.
Man, go ahead, dog.
Gee, man, go ahead, man. Yo,
Shaolin monks.
yeah, that make for a good sleepover
I
right
forgot
there.
about that one.
That's a good weekend right there.
about that.
That's a good weekend right
That's a good
there.
one.
That's a good
one.
that's a good snow in weekend right there.
Oh, well, you can go back. You can go way, way back to the Sega days and pick like Streets of Rage or something.
Hard.
You pick like Final Fight. You got Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Turtles in Time is one of the
You got
best Turtles games. One of the best Turtles
that
games.
Power Ranger game based on the movie.
Yeah, where you run through the
Those
city.
like couch co-ops. Yeah, like couch co-op games.
Another one just came to mind, but this
I
is
got
this is
another
a
one.
question.
I got another one.
What the hell was that game called?
What?
Just had it. It was on PlayStation.
I'm about to say, what did it have in it?
It was on PlayStation.
Was it fighting demons, ninjas,
Remember? No.
martial arts, guns?
I don't even know if y'all remember this game. It was a game called Gekido.
Gekko. I was looking it up. I was finna
Gekko,
try and
yeah.
cop. It was a
I've seen
3D.
that
It was a
name
3D
before.
brawler. I think it was competing with
Yeah, it
Fighting
was a
Force.
3D brawler.
Fighting Force.
Yeah. Fighting Force. That's what.
Solid run through guns, poles, soda cans, car
Y'all
engines.
Ninja
hurry
Turtle.
up. K-Con
The
said
Ninja
he
Turtle
had
game.
one.
You could throw
I
a car
did.
engine on
Splinter
somebody.
Cell.
Oh yeah, Splinter Cell. Yep. Co-op missions. Hard.
Ninja Turtles.
Hey,
Ninja
hey,
Turtles.
Sleepless,
K-Con.
sleepless sleepover.
Hey, K-Con.
What you got?
Hey, Durag, how was that Evil West co-op? How was that?
It's a solid weekend. It's a solid weekend.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
I was just checking.
It was a solid play.
It's a solid weekend. We ain't finna play through that motherfucker anytime soon again. But
Nah. That was a one. That was a one time.
but I
Like a 7 out of 10.
yeah, a nice above. I'm gonna say a nice above average game. A nice above average game. Like
They could have did some shit a little different, but
if they ever come out with a part 2 and they cap innovate just right on the features, I might have to see what's up. If they do it right. I don't know how the sales numbers went against the budget of the game, but it was pretty solid. It was a solid, me and K-Con was never dull while we was playing through it. We was never like, I guess we're going through here. It was always, hey, we had to be on point the whole time. Cause that shit
Returnal was something serious too.
Oh, Returnal is a whole different animal, dog. That's a whole different animal. You can't play nothing else if you playing Returnal. You got to stay focused on that whole game. Yeah, if you play that, you got to stay focused on it.
Okay, I got another one for you. This one's kind of hidden.
Uh-huh.
It's a real hidden gem. Not a gem, but it's real hidden. I don't know if y'all remember Ratchet and Clank All 4-1.
I barely remember.
I didn't play it.
I
didn't play it.
I remember the game.
I barely remember.
I never seen nobody play that.
It's a 4-player game. You know, it was fun. It's a nice little fun run through. You know,
Was that
eases you off of the real life shit.
a it was a co-op game?
Yeah, co-op, up to 4 people. Yeah,
Man.
you run through stages together. Some of y'all have different abilities than the other one, just to help you get through.
Yeah. Shit.
It was fun.
I'm gonna say Mercenaries 2, World in Flames. I only played
I
with
never
a
played that.
I played with a random on there one time, but that shit was so crazy because Mercenaries, the whole thing was you could blow up buildings and everything. That was EA doing that same engine that they used on Battlefield, but they used it in an open world adventure game. So that engine right there, blowing up buildings, blowing up cover and all that stuff in a co-op world, crazy.
I got one for y'all. I don't know if y'all played it though. This was back on PS3. A game called Dead Nation.
Yeah, they gave
We
it.
played that
That
shit.
shit
They
was
gave
fun.
it to us for free when the
the
big
shit out of
blackout
that.
happened.
Yes, that
Yeah,
shit
when they got
was
hacked.
fun.
Yep. Oh
Yeah,
man,
PSN got hacked.
that
and
was
they
a,
gave it.
I'm gonna call
they
that
gave it
shit.
out for free,
We should call
like 3 months later.
if we had to name that shit the PSN. What we call this shit? The Dark Age or something? month was different, man. That month was that's when you found out what your friends list, the value of your friends list, right there. When you was like,
right.
I kept
That
going.
shit was out of commission, dog. That whole summer.
I
man.
kept going to the side to look at the list. I was like, nobody.
Like, damn, yo.
What's that little
A
shit?
good little, huh?
I was about to say, it was just like, what's that little shit in the desert that be rolling across the wall?
The
Tumbleweed.
That shit right there. But I keep hearing a whole lot of Mike. Everybody all right? Everybody all right? Everybody all
Oh,
right?
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
That's
I
K
think I know
Con,
who it
dog.
is.
Okay, Con, is your dread rubbing
that's
across the
your
mic?
Oh shit! I'm gonna drop the mic.
Get some cold teas. What?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Good.
man. He probably
Yes,
was.
sir.
Y'all got to watch out. K. Con be getting so passionate. He probably whipped his head and
Shake them dreads.
hit
Nah, man,
hit the mic
my
with
hair's
it.
tied up.
Was
Ghost ride the whip.
But I do have a little, not a hidden gem. Everybody knew about it. They just had to find it. The co-op on San Andreas.
hard.
Oh, hell.
Hard. I forgot.
Oh, man.
I forgot. It's so disrespectful that I forgot this shit. When I first found it, I just started crying. I was just like, oh my God. I'm sitting up there by myself with two controllers, like testing shit out. Like, oh my God, my cousins come over. Oh my God. And then,
I
like,
didn't even know how that shit was supposed to work. You just seen it. Like, what the hell is that? And then you go to them icon, and that must said 2-player. I'm like, huh?
it was just that Lord, they didn't advertise it or nothing, dog.
Nope. It was like a surprise.
Y'all
That
sneaky
shit was
as
hitting.
Y'all sneaky as I was like,
And
why
it's
ain't
like-
nobody talking to this? Is back before YouTube really just blew up. I was like, why ain't nobody talking about this shit? Y'all look
I
fucking
think the catch, like, it was a
Man,
catch
but
to
I think
it. Like,
Game Informer said something about it, and that was the main thing everybody was looking for.
man.
yeah.
I was looking through
It's
the
like-
reviews. I was like, I didn't see none of that. I didn't see no promo for it or nothing. The only
I think it was
time,
like some type of catch with it. Like you had to wait until part of the story where Carl started dating.
yeah,
He started dating that girl, and like she
Denise.
you
yeah,
drop
one of
her
her,
off. You drop somebody off in them apartments.
yeah. And then it's like when you like taking her on dates. I think one of her favorite activities was doing drive-bys. I support the guy. Just driving, you think you finna take her to a bar or something? She be like, "Man, let's go bust on some foods. Let's go."
She probably say that shit word for word too.
Then she goes, you like drive by some ballers or some vagos or something. She leans out the window and starts shooting. I'm like, oh my God, this girl's something else. Then you take her back home after that, and that's when the icon pops up right next to her house. Like, what?
Yeah, I found because I think
That's how I found it.
I found one later because those little apartments that's under the bridge. That's the one that's over there in Los Santos, and the one where you could rotate between the baller, one of the prostitute models, one of the Los Vagos, and then shit. That's how I found it. I think I was finding the graffiti spots around San Andreas. I found one off up in there, and I seen that little symbol. When you walk into it, it say press any button on a second controller to play 2-player. I was like, what the fuck?
How the hell y'all pull this off without telling somebody?
Yeah, you know, it had its own little custom set of settings because you shared the screen. I was like, if they would have had it split screen, it would have changed everything. That shit would have been crazy. But I was grateful for the co-op that it had anyway. I was grateful for it anyway.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That was the first. It was the first.
Yeah, this shit was wild, man. Shout out to Rockstar for caring back then. It's a little different now, but I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's finna come in the coming future with all that. But yeah, man. What we got? We got any?
Hold on. You know another one I forgot about?
What we got?
Remember that time we ran through Resistance?
Oh man, you talking about which
That shit
Resistance?
was like a real war. I think both of them had co-op. I think
Which Resistance? You talking about Resistance? What, 2?
it was three.
Resistance 3, where you post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, 3 had co-op. We ran through that mode.
Resistance with the aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you play with the dude who killed Hell at the end, and you running around at the end of the world. This shit was fucking crazy. Oh yeah, another one I almost forgot was fucking The Division. That first Division.
Oh my god.
That first Division.
That shit was good at first. It was good at first.
I want to say shit. I don't know. I can't remember if we really was just combing through the whole map, or if we were just trying to do all the main, like we were mainlining that shit. Cause like it was one of the only games where you could. I don't know it. Like I said, it gave me Siphon Filter vibes while we was playing through it. If our guns were strong enough and it wasn't spongy when we were shooting people, it gave me Siphon Filter vibes because it had that motherfucking combat roll. Anytime you got a combat roll in a third-person shooter, I think about Siphon Filter all the time. That's the first place I experienced it, dog. The first place I experienced it, because one of everybody's first shooters, especially like 90s kids, in 3D was GoldenEye. But then one of the first games that I got to run around and shoot people with and see the person while I'm playing with them, Siphon Filter. And you press circle, magic happens. You dodge bullets and everything. But yeah, the Division 1, I seen the Division 2 on the store for a nice discount. I think me and K-Con been plotting on running through it, man. I don't know if y'all want to run through it or not. For variety purposes.
How much?
Shit, I had to see. I don't even know
even remember that shit getting released.
I don't even know if it'll show me the price since I already have it. I don't know.
I think that shit is under $20.
It's down there because it's like on one of those deals.
I think it's like $7 or something like.
That seems like a steal.
It sound like
it's a bad time right now.
I want to say this one
very
to read.
Bad time.
Dover is talking about because he is damn near chest deep in Final Fantasy right now.
But I gotta like alternate between that and Street Fighter 6. Hell no. I can't throw a third up in there.
Yeah, I'm deep into Final Fantasy. I'm deep into Final Fantasy myself. Like if I play something else, it's like probably gonna be like Warzone or shit, even like or like just something quick. It's got to be something quick. I think you'll fuck around and stretch. I don't know what they call it when you stretch your brain out. I don't know. You gonna mess around and do something bad to yourself trying to play multiple epic games at the same time, man.
Yeah.
Whenever I don't see it working. Like right now,
I could never
what, G? What?
Multiple good ass games at the same time.
Yeah.
One at a time.
You probably playing yourself like that moment, right?
Back in the day when I was in like school, I could probably pull it off, but even then it was hard.
Like for some reason,
like ain't no way in hell.
For some reason, I felt like I used to live like K-Con back in the day, like play 5 games in one sitting, but I can't imagine myself doing it.
Don't put me in that shit. Don't put me in that shit.
I played too many RPGs.
I can't imagine doing this shit.
One at a time.
I can't imagine doing this shit now. I can't imagine. Like, let's see, I have memories in my head of playing Tekken, then playing Siphon Filter, then playing 007, then playing like Final Fantasy 8. Like like of course with me, I probably wasn't seriously cutting through Final Fantasy 8. I was just like, let me run around and see what I could do. I didn't seriously try to beat it. It's probably because back then I was actually playing games instead of trying to cut through and conquer games. Like these days, whenever I play something, I'm trying to get to them credits in a nice, respectful, fun way. Back in the day, I didn't care about no credits, man. I was just like, I just get to be in another world. That's probably it.
Oh, no.
I think I solved it right there on accident. I was like, yeah, back in the day, that's probably why I was cycling through so much. I can't cycle through it now because I like focusing like on the shit that's going on. Like even with, like besides something like big, if something big come out, even the shit that I like watching on TV, it's gotta be like related to some of it. It's like I try to keep it related to some shit that I'm playing. Like right now, while I'm playing through Final Fantasy 16, I'm watching House of Dragons, and I'm finna be watching The Witcher, the new season of The Witcher that came out. You know, it's all swords and magic and all that type of shit.
Armor.
Yeah, because I'm in that zone. I'm in that zone with it right now.
I gotta ask, why do you feel like you need to do that? To keep you immersed with what you're doing?
I'm in it.
Do you have to do that?
I'm in it, dog. Because it's a lot of themes that's relative throughout all of them, like family, politics, kingdoms slaying each other, or kingdoms marrying into each other. What I'm saying is,
do you need it?
It's just the way I choose to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because like a couple of episodes ago, you heard me talking about Cyberpunk and how I was watching Blade Runner and all that stuff. And like I told y'all, when I get through with this futuristic shit, I'm finna go back in time. So like, you know, right now that's where I'm at. Like in the journey, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with the journey. Like right now with it. So
I couldn't do it.
Ah man,
because I get too. If I'm watching shit that's similar to what I'm playing, I'm gonna get burnt out.
Yeah, it's like right now, it's like with what I'm doing right now on Final Fantasy, I feel like I'm gonna be out of it by sometime next week. I feel like I could creep on the credits about next week. I'm trying to do like side quests and everything. It's gonna be like a nice thorough playthrough. And then by that time, I should be finished binging whatever show I got because I got vacation. But anyways, yeah, man, that's where I'm at with the journey, man. What y'all? Well, we know Dover is immersed off of Capcom and Square Enix at the same time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, besides y'all Warzone with the squad, K-Con, what you aiming at, man?
Well, I'm at the end of this Asura's Wrath, so once that's done,
cinematic.
I gotta just finish Max Payne. Then once that's done, I guess I'll fucking beat Wanted Dead.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're that third person action extravaganza right now.
I thought that man said he was gonna get 16.
I am.
Told you it was Cap.
No, I'm on the Xbox right now.
He talking about 2025. He talking about 2025, man.
Nah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna get the game, man. But I'm waiting on Spidey, man. I'm waiting on Spidey right now.
Oh man, yeah, you definitely waiting. You definitely gonna you in 2023 with Final Fantasy, right? It's alright, man. It's alright, man.
Speaking of Spidey,
yeah. Nah, I ain't.
So my gaming lineup. Yeah, we ain't got to tell them about that.
I ain't forgot about you, dog.
About life.
I ain't forgot about you, dog.
But
my why are you just now playing Spidey, man?
Well, because being a Spider fanatic back in the day, playing all the Spider-Man games that then came out, except Web of Shadows. I saw my cousin play that. That shit went hard. Ooh. But all the other Spidey games that came out, conquered them, especially the lousy ones like the Amazing Spider-Man series that came out on the PS4. I know. Yeah, I know. I know.
The only Spider-Man game I never played was Shattered Dimension. That's the only one
It's a beautiful game.
And I was so upset the GameStop would have it $45, man. Outside
of that one, I was so burnt out of just swinging around Manhattan and Brooklyn, and I said, you know what? I'm another Spidey by Insomniac. I was like, what's new? And then I see y'all talking about it, and then Miles Morales came out. Miles Morales came out, and I'm like, okay. And then they're coming out with a second one where they both working together and then fucking around with Venom again. Yeah. I was like, all right, well, let me go ahead and jump on this damn Insomniac Spider-Man then.
Yeah, with that, the only thing that's really been kind of getting to me is, man, I need to see Spider-Man in some other places, man. I don't know if I want him to be in other places in the Marvel universe, but shit, I guess that's just what we usually just used to, because in all the Spider-Man movies, like it was refreshing when No Way Home came out and he went across seas and he was just in another place, had another costume, had to find a reason to be like, why is Spider-Man over here and shit like that. Like that was pretty refreshing right there. But like I don't know if it's from a developer standpoint it helped them because they'd be like, shit, all we gotta do is tweak Manhattan just a little bit. Like I don't know if that's what they thinking.
Man, if you love Spider-Man, you don't give a damn where he at. You love Spider-Man.
It's just because, you know, you just finna be, like, I think anytime you come out with a new game and that shit be in the same environment for like 3 times, something.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no problem swinging around New York.
No problem at all.
I never had a problem with that.
Probably because you had some time away from it, right? Probably because we had time away from it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Probably, yeah.
No, nigga.
Imagine being somebody
they never pumped out Spider-Man games like that before. So it's
imagine somebody imagine G, his scenario is finna be, hey, when I get through playing this, I'm finna play this soon. And he'd be like, yeah, I've been swinging around Manhattan for damn near 40 hours.
I mean, where you want this nigga to go? Florida or something?
Hey, man. I mean, like, somewhere. When I say somewhere, like, somewhere in the Marvel Universe, like, Spider-Man swinging, I don't know, man, around the X Mansion or something. Or, like, I don't know what the cameos could be like. I don't know what other cameos could be like.
I was about to say, if you think about it, most of the Marvel Universe is based in New York. It really is. The Avengers Tower and such, but you know, they always outside of Guardians of the Galaxy and anything else that you
know, they always end up traveling somewhere else anyway though, but yeah. I guess, man.
Bro, there's nowhere else Spider-Man could really go. I swing.
I mean, I had faith.
You can go to Dallas.
Yeah, it's always the memes and jokes talking about this Spider-Man come out here, he out of luck because he ain't got shit to swing on.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. You could say it's the perfect playground, but yeah. Shout out to Insomniac. Y'all doing pretty good with the promotion and everything, because it got me interested in seeing how this whole Venom scenario play out.
Now, when Wolverine drop, whenever that drop,
Wolverine,
and that's gonna be something.
I'm all ready for that. I don't know what Insomniac gonna do with Wolverine. He don't be having gadgets and shit. I don't know. You know, they got, you know, one of the things that helps them out with Spidey got so many different types of webs and little like web gadgets, like the little web robots and shit like that. That is a good bounce from Ratchet and Clank back in the day, because you know they had all the gadgets and stuff. But with Wolverine, I don't know. It's gonna have to. I don't know if it's gonna have to come from a different place or what. And like I said,
I'll be bloody.
Wolverine, his timeline is so epic. I don't know what point in time it's gonna be multiple periods in his life or what, dog. But the potential is just crazy, especially if it's M-rated.
No, you go off that teaser. It's got to be after, like, he escaped from the lab, because he had the metal claws.
Yeah, at least.
So it's got to be at least after that. Dude was just sitting in the bar, dog. Walked up on him, and them claws came out. That was it.
Oh man!
It's like, okay, it's got to be after the lab, but before he met the X-Men.
Oh man, the potential, man. The potential is there.
That's my guess.
So yeah, once I come across these 2 off days in real life, I'm gonna jump on that 16.
Bet.
But until then, we still running through the infinite replay value that is known as Resident Evil 4 Remake. I cannot get enough of that game.
Damn.
Infinite.
Hey,
Infinite. That man want them achievements.
How many playthroughs you done had of Resident Evil 4, man?
Shit, about like 7, yeah.
It's a lot of nutrition out there. It's a lot of nutrition.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man.
It's
I didn't think it was possible.
I ain't that far behind. I ran through it 4 times.
See, look.
Hey,
Because it's
man.
like it's unlockables you got to do, man.
I seen him in the store when I first beat the game that first time. I was like, oh shit, we got mods. We got, of course, I started a second playthrough just to take a picture in the outfit that I made with the black mask. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie Black Mask with Jet Li. He played like a vigilante pretty much. Like beating a whole lot of ass.
Heard about it,
A whole lot of warehouse ass being beaten. Like scaffolding.
I heard about it.
Yeah, I think I watched it back in the day on the internet. I don't know what site it was on, but I watched it with subtitles.
What, Black Mask?
Yeah, because this is like I want to say this is a movie made over there in Asia, I think, and this is like back when Jet Li, if it was English, he had a dubbed voice. It didn't sound nothing like Jet Li. He didn't sound nothing like he did up in Romeo Must Die. Romeo Must Die was probably one of his first English roles, I'm gonna say.
Where that shit used to come on regular TV.
Yeah, like where he was speaking English. But yeah, man.
Edited version.
But yeah, that was shit. I forgot why I brought up Jet Li, but I ain't tripping.
We was talking about Resident Evil remake, man.
Yeah, because of Black Mask and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
had him looking like Jet Li from Black Mask.
Yeah, I had him. Sitting in the back seat talking to the police. Yeah, man. Shout out to Leon, legend.
Always will be.
Oh man. Legend. Oh man. But yeah, man, we got any other topics that y'all want to navigate to on this map, on this waypoint?
Hold on. Last week, K-Con had something he had to get off his chest.
Oh shit. He did at the end of the episode. He mentioned it. Now that I remember.
What did
I gotta know.
He don't know.
He don't
forgot.
know. What was I saying?
God dang.
He said you said some shit.
Oh, no.
You said some shit along the lines of, "See, I had a topic, but Dover went ahead and went to the next topic." See, Dover got you, man. Dover got you, man. Dover alley-ooped it to you, man. Come on.
I tell you, I was gonna get you the alley-oop, man.
Man, let me
He
make
made
sure
it ready for it.
I don't
Shit went out of
stumble.
bounds.
He don't remember.
Let me make sure I don't stumble. I had said the best cutscene transitions in the gameplay you ever experienced.
Yeah,
I was looking at that.
Oh, we talking about seamlessness.
Yeah. And the top one I was gonna say was Max Payne 3 when he was in the club. And the niggas came down from the top of the bar and whoever was in front of him, that nigga grabbed that nigga and he jumped through the window
Hard,
and just slow motion shoot everybody.
If your
Like,
aim
the
is
shit
up,
was just
you gonna hit
seamless.
about 8 headshots on the way down.
Bro, when I say that shit was so clean, when you tackle that nigga through that glass on that upper floor and he just floating and constantly shooting. Even before that, when that nigga slid down a little, I don't know what that was on top of that building, but he had to slide off the top of it because he couldn't get to the bottom. And that nigga just started shooting everybody. When I say that cinematic seamlessly playthrough right there is so smooth for Max Payne 3, that shit did something to my heart every time I see it because the shit is just so smooth.
I got another scene from Max Payne 3. It's like one of the same scenes with the slow motion. It's you up in the warehouse and he grabs a chain and he shoots the other side. When he shoots the other side, it makes him rise into the air. And while he in the air in slow motion going up, it's like I want to say he go about 3 floors. Every floor, dudes aiming down on you, but you Max. So you going slow-mo, and if you aim good enough, by the time you get to the top of the chain, dead bodies everywhere, dog. Crazy.
Man.
Crazy.
The last one from Max Payne 3 is where he in a warehouse, I think the same level. And he peek over a boat.
Yeah.
He's standing in a boat on top of like a staircase or something like that, and that shit break. And all he do is just dive to the side mid-air, shoot like 8 niggas.
Crazy.
He land on the ground and hit your head on the little forklift.
Crazy, man.
That shit is so seamless to me, bro. See, Rockstar at that time, they knew what they was doing. Today,
I think Max is made by like a whole different team. I think.
I don't know, but they was on point with that one.
If I had to put my finger on it, I want to say Because Max Payne is a whole different focus from Grand Theft Auto. The focus, especially,
Hell yeah.
like Max Payne 3 was pure John Woo gunplay, like just like the physics, the bullets, all the like ricocheting, everything that's coming out of the guns, the aim, the recoil, all that shit was like,
Bro, the small detail of how you hold your secondary weapon is something that matters to me so much.
whether you got your shotgun under your, like on your hip, or if you got like two pistols, or if you like dropping your guns after you reload, or when you finish using some shit, you throw the shit on the ground and pull the other one out of your holster. Yeah,
Bro, when he holds it, like he don't even have that hoe tucked. He just holding it in his other hand. A shotgun, he just holding that bitch, and you just using one pistol.
I love it.
Man, that shit, the details of that shit is just so beautiful to me. It's
I love it. I'm looking at the club scene right now.
man.
Shoved him out the window. He's sitting over there, his mouth and shit opening up. Oh, hey, the funny shit is, he stopped holding him and he just falling through mid-air while he's shooting at everybody, dog. And then he fell on the dude's shoulder a little bit when he hit the ground. Yeah, this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy, man. Yeah, that shit is wild, man. I love that shit. From the very first trailer that I seen of Max Payne, when I seen him dive in slow motion for the first time, I did that with every single action figure that I had, dog. As a kid seeing that for the first time, every single action figure I had to dive in slow motion from now on. I think the gaming industry felt the same way, because at least 5 games that came out within them years had a slow motion dive.
But can't nobody do it like Mac.
Oh man. That's a little shout to Jack Slate. A little shout. Because I remember Dead to Rights did it. Some game called, I think it was called either Extreme Overdose or Toxic Overdose. Some dude in Mexico shooting people. He did it. Then, of course, Nick Kang did it off of True Crime. He did it too.
Nick Kang. What a throwback.
Nicholas Kang. Yeah, he did it. It did shit. I'm drawing blanks right now. Y'all probably could remember.
Bro, it's a few other.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about like a cutscene that just goes straight into gameplay?
Yeah. Like how I could say God of War is that first God of War 18 King.
Oh, that whole game was pretty much just one big ass cutscene.
One of the kings of that.
unless you count that fake out that Thor did to you.
Ooh, yeah. You talking about in Ragnarok? Yeah, Ragnar. Yeah. But that first one, all the way through.
Yeah.
All the way through. Even when Kratos go to sleep. All the way
Need for
through.
Speed do it, but it's not as great.
Oh
Need for Speed, they do it.
Oh my god. Yeah, it did. Like that's like one of the things I like about this generation is I guess with the short load times or the hidden load times, they so slick at hiding them these days. Unless you like creeping through like a crevice or something like that. Creeping through the crevices is the new loading screens, but like one of the things I like.
Walking through a long corridor, nah, that's the game loading.
Yeah. You wondering why?
Next area loading.
Why the elevators
Walking slow.
elevators?
Why the elevator moving slow?
Yeah. Why the elevator takes so long to get
next
up?
area.
That's exactly what they do. But I do like it when it's it switched from being like you see something crazy happen and then the camera start moving like right behind the character and then boom, you in it. You right there. Like, oh shit, all right. So we in it. It's cause we come from CGI cutscenes, man. We come from CGI cutscenes that show you what the game should be in your imagination. And then when you get into the game, it look a little different. You know what I'm saying? It look a little different. But shit, that's like part of the vintage, like part of what makes those older games vintage games, because shit, we didn't really care. Our imagination used to put the game together more than the game itself. Most of the time, especially if, like, I imagine I ain't really play them too much, but people that played like them, like people that play like a whole lot of like RPGs or text-based games, shit, that was mostly imagination most of the time. Like, it's just now like one of the beauties Final Fantasy 16. I said one of the beauties, but could it also be taken away from our imaginations if the games are as vivid as they is? Y'all think that's taken away from the imagination?
No, I don't
Because
think so.
Everything is just like there for us. It's like right there. And I'm like, man, I can't imagine if I wanted somebody imagine back in the day, I had a certain voice in my head for what Cloud sounded like on Final Fantasy, but now he got a voice. You know what I'm saying? So whatever voice I had in my head,
he sounds exactly the way I thought he would.
You thought he would? That's how you thought he would sound?
Sounds exactly the way I thought he would.
What if they had like some votes on some shit like that? What if they had votes on that? It seemed like everybody got like an archetypal heroic voice. Like, I don't know, maybe the way how we model our voices is how we thought heroes would sound. Cause like I try. Like, I don't know if it's anybody out there unless they like smoke thousands of cigarettes that hop around and talking about, hey, what's up, guys? Like how how the scorpions sound on Spider-Man.
Sound like Beavis.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, Scorpion sound on Spider-Man on the cartoon and shit, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. When people have villainous voices, I'd be like, damn, they done been through a lot. Like I always say, like when I see females smoking cigarettes, I'd be like, all right, you gonna be sounding like Aunt Patty and Aunt Selma on The Simpsons, but all right, whatever you say. They be like, nuh-uh, but shit, about 10 years later down the road, it all makes sense. It adds up.
They come up to you like, you was right.
Yeah, man.
You missing half your voice box.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Tragic.
Can't sing no more.
That's a dark turn, man. In the latest news, me and K Khan suffered a horrible tragedy on Warzone. Terrible tragedy.
You posted the video in the chat. I didn't even look at it yet.
Yeah, if you
it's hilarious.
If you look at it, it's
Bro, that was TDM.
Shit.
See, K Khan made a suggestion that day. He was like, "Hey man, how about we hop into TDM? We ain't been up in there ever since the game first released. Ever since Warzone.
Y'all ain't played TDM since.
Ever since Warzone dropped.
Thank you.
Warzone 2 dropped. So we hop in TDM. I want to say we win all but one. I think we played about like 4 games. One of those games, I gunned down a VTOL jet. This is a jet floating in the air, blazing everybody with double miniguns. I take the VTOL jet out. I go back to minding my business, taking aim, getting ready for any type of tango to come across the street or whatever. Next thing I know, the whole screen explodes.
That shit was unexpected.
I get a death screen. I look at the kill cam. All I see is a big ass poof of fire and smoke. And I'm sitting up here like, dog, did the jet just crash into us, dog? And I'm pretty sure I yelled out like fuck with all my soul too.
The funny part about it, bro, we ain't know what the fuck happened. 3 names just popped up on the screen.
I didn't notice the shit until I looked at the replay, dog, and I was like, this shit zoomed across the map into us, dog. I was like, is that like a mandatory mechanic that shit hums in? I'm like,
bro, the crazy thing about it, bro, out of all that space, that shit came directly to us.
Fucking crazy,
out of all that
dog.
space.
I called myself, I thought I had some cover. I called myself having some cover, but shit, all right.
Then the sad thing about it is one of our poor teammates died right beside us. Beside us.
Innocent.
We just seen 3 names pop up. 3 names pop up.
You had to have spawned like at least 5 seconds ago before that shit happened. That shit is crazy.
Oh my God.
That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy, man.
We ran into that little hacker lobby. Them niggas was sniping the shit out of us.
Oh yeah, and shit, on the brighter side of things, we did get our first Von Del Vic. Whole lot of clutching. There's a whole lot of clutching going on, man. I want to say,
I don't remember how that shit happened.
it happened at the soccer stadium in Vondale, man. That soccer stadium. We had 2 rescues in the mix. I ended up, I want to say, did we win due to gas? Or did somebody get a last kill? I think it was a gas, but
win is a win, dog.
You was reviving me, and I pinged the last dude trying to go through the gas and flank us.
Oh, yeah, you
went on ahead and chased him. Yeah,
you pretty much saved the whole team right there. If I would have just healed you and we would have just been running around the street, that dude would have had a chance to gun all of us down from them stands up there, because he was gonna try and head glitch behind that cover.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. That's when I was running across the street and G was in the building. All right, now I remember.
Yeah, because
I was like, "Hey, it's a dude laid in the street," and then I remember.
That was crazy, man. That was wild. But yeah, like Dope said, a win is a win. We'll take it. We ain't trying to be no 360 snipe you in the head types.
You took a couple Vicks because of the gas, man.
Oh man,
ain't no shame.
Oh man. I want to say we had like a nice little mix of strategy off up in there. We had some strategy off up in there.
Of course.
I think we crossed that street as strategically as we could. Knowing there was the other team like on the roof of us at the stadium and everything. I think we did. Yeah. Sometimes it's all you could do. Shit. At least we wasn't because sometimes we try hard, but we be helpless. Sometimes you ain't got no choice but to run across the open field, and then they gonna announce, or sometimes they don't even announce. I found out that sometimes the precision airstrikes don't even get no announcement sometimes. Shit is fucking crazy, man. Shit is fucking wild, man. But G, man. Seemed like you got something on your chest talking about a real life rivalry in the game.
So we're gonna talk about that, okay?
Trying to catch it.
Oh yeah. Like this one came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it seemed like it's
like it was personal.
Yeah, I think it sounded like it's finna be a real life story.
Dog, you put the stepbrother shit in the chat, dog. Fucking ignorant.
Yeah, this a real life story. So, like I told you, back when Modern Warfare 2 came out, the OG Modern Warfare 2.
Hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was somebody in my high school who was like a low-key rival with me when it came to acting, because we was in theater arts, when it came to singing, because he knew I was making music.
Y'all crazy.
And when it came to gaming, this dude swore up and down that he was better than me.
Is this your evil twin, dog?
You gonna drop his name or what?
I'm not dropping no names. But what's sad was we played a couple games of TDM together on there. He saw I was having a lot more kills than him.
Y'all was partied up.
Like, all right,
y'all was partied up
on the same
because he wanted to see if I could hold my own. So instead of him trying to put a 1-on-1 with me, he got his homeboy to get a 1-on-1 with me. So we did a private match, 1-on-1. The first to 10 kills on one another wins. And we decided the stage was Favela. Classic.
Hard.
So instead of him being the one, my nemesis, trying to go 1-on-1, he got his homeboy. So he was spectating us, though. I think, Rico, I think I told you this.
I think you told me this a couple of days ago.
Yeah, throughout the whole game, he's watching us, and he knows that I'm not stopping one bit. This was before we had the headphones where you could hear footsteps. I'm just going around looking for this cat. Why do I hear him say, hey, he was like, because his name was Superman, ... He was like, hey, Superman, why are you in the corner camping? He was like, look for him. He is moving, looking for you. I'm like, So he playing quiet because we was like not neck and neck, but we was that much closer to 10 on each other. I think I had like 3 up on him, and he was trying to camp waiting for me. So when he said that out loud, I'm like, okay, I know where this cat is. Went upstairs, boom, got him with the dual wheel pistols, shotties. And eventually, long story short, I won the match, and I ain't hear nothing from him again. It's like, okay, yeah.
Even when y'all seen each other at school?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn, man. Why you shame that dude like that, man?
Hey, I was having fun. He was taking it to heart. I was having fun.
Don't tell me.
Oh my God!
Don't tell me that you was yelling "lay down" at him every time you killed him.
No. Lay down wasn't the phrase at the time.
Man, what was you saying, man?
Gotcha.
Because if you was, you be getting pretty passionate when you be slaying people on this game, man. And if you was doing if you was doing that shit to your classmate, man, you probably made that man
Lay your ass down.
Dog in front of the gym. Oh my God!
No, but that one match was enough. I didn't hear nothing no more when it came to
spoken
game.
like a true ass beater.
Over smacking him up in front of his crush and shit. Man, you probably hurt his feelings.
It was beautiful.
You got to say what's up to him for no reason in the hallway.
Was.
You got to put some salt on his lunch.
Like, what's up, what?
Be like, hey, how's it going? Hey, favela again?
You got to put salt packets on his lunch tray every time you walk by.
Man, I probably would do some petty shit. Like take a picture of your KD or something at the end of the match, print that whole out, throw it at him.
Print it out and put it around the school.
Put that mug on his desk or something.
Oh, man,
give him a piece of paper with the word favela question mark at the end.
Crazy, man.
Catch that man at lunchtime.
Love that.
On his tray.
Man, I got a story about a rivalry, man. It's kind of crazy, man. It's almost like Anakin Skywalker and what was his big homie name? Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I got the high ground, Anakin. Yeah, that nigga right there. But anyways,
he said, "It's over, Anakin. I have the high grade." I got the high ground, Anakin.
Left Anakin looking like playing off Ed and Eddie. But anyways, man. So, one of the people who I grew up gaming with was my step pops, of course. So, I don't know what it feels like for somebody to go from being 4 years old to beating your ass on on NCAA.
Damn.
Oh my God.
On NCAA on Xbox 360. About 16 to 17 years later. I don't know what that shit is like, but all I know is I beat him. I was being arrogant, man. I was singing songs because I don't even play sports that much, but I love them so much that I'll play this shit with you. I'll seriously play this shit and learn these plays and shit, and I'll play this shit. But then I started blowing them out every game. It was just crazy, man. I was like, oh my God. I don't even like this shit, but I just found out, especially playing football in real life in high school, I had found out what plays and shit was for. Hey, why do you use that screenplay? Because, before you play football, you don't know what the fuck that screenplay for. I'm like, what? This ain't no Hail Mary. I ain't finna use this. But then when you start learning what that shit is for, you start learning, oh, this is why you run straight up the middle instead of running sideways. Or everybody used to have a creative character where they just run sideways and run up the field. That's it. But you start finding out, oh, this is what you're supposed to do when you use your block. So when I learned how to utilize my little knowledge that I had learned from playing and having real life experience with plays, it just started getting crazy. And it went from us having nice, friendly competitions with the games to me just slaughtering, dog. Just slaughtering. I was like, oh my God. I don't even know if I call that shit a rivalry, man. It's just how the growth went. The growth was just crazy playing the games. But yeah, shout out to Step Pops. I think I'm gonna tell him about this podcast pretty soon, and I'm gonna ask him if he want to listen to this episode. Hear those stories.
Man, if he wasn't your rival, you was definitely.
Yeah, but we had some nice run throughs of Gears of War and Halo 3 on the 360 when it came out, you know. Shout out to that. Shout out to K-Con for mentioning those back when we was talking about nice co-op playthroughs. That's my rivalry story, man. K-Con, you got one, man?
Do I? I think back in the day on PS2, one of my older brothers, we used to always play Midnight Club and Red Fraction.
Ooh.
And that shit used to piss me off because, like, for some reason on Midnight Club 1, he can get his car to drive faster than mine. I didn't understand it. We had the same fucking car. Either we had a taxi or the damn was it a Honda Civic? The white and blue car? I think it was a Honda Civic.
I'm guessing Slipstream. That Slipstream turbo, where if you get behind the driver, you get like a little turbo boost.
It was like a little free roam, so like, I was never behind him though. But his shit would get up to like 110. And I want to get my car to like 80, 85, 90. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And then playing Red Fraction, the first one on PS2, it was just me and him. Because like I think you could actually put bots in it. So,
it was the first person shooter?
Get more than mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Fraction 1 on PS2, that was a good little co-op. Split screen, team deathmatch and all that shit.
Yeah.
And he used to always win. Shit, I was younger, so that was my little rival back in the day.
Dover, you had any rivals, dog?
I wouldn't. Damn, I wouldn't even call them like. I guess it'd be like a friendly rivalry for me.
Yeah.
Cause like, dude, I used to stay next door. This is back then when I was like playing Madden and shit for real.
Hey, we never did this. This is confessions.
It was like Madden 07, Madden 08. It was like
Look, man, just because you
I
don't
think it
win,
was
don't mean
two of them. This was back then when it was like, back when they wasn't trying to be like overly realistic with the shit. It still had a little like arcade style to it.
That's where the hit stick first.
But it was my boy who stayed next door and my other boy who stayed around the corner.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, every time, like every day at the school, like they'll like come over here and we'll like play Madden and shit. And I swear, like first they'll play each other and I'll just be watching, and then they like be talking so much shit to each other. Like, dog, what you gonna do, man? You suck in this game. You always gonna suck in this game. I'll whoop your ass every single time. I'm just in the background, just like, boy. It's like, so then after they get done playing, they think they could play me, and I'm like, dude, I own this game, dog. Y'all not finna beat me in this shit. And, you know, they picked their little super team. I just picked the local teams. I was picking the Rams on them.
Yeah, representing.
And then just like smoking them. And they used to get so upset, like, dog, how are you beating me with these whack ass Rams? And I'm like, dude, when you know how the team work, it's like, you ain't gonna beat me, man. You don't know how this team work like I do.
You gotta know how you know how all the parts work. Capitalize.
And it's like, I watched them. I was watching them every game. I was watching them whenever they had open practice. I was watching them. I was like watching all the highlights, and I was like dissecting the stats in the game. Like, that's how crazy I was with the shit back then. So it was like, I think at one point it got to the point where I whooped dude so bad he ain't never played me again. The score was like 34-10.
Traumatized.
That was like the end. That was the end of that. Like, they ain't played since. He ain't played me since.
Traumatized. Oh man.
He was even telling them, he was like, man, don't ever play this nigga in Madden, dog. He will pick the Rams on you and smash your shit. And it's like 21, like back then they called it 21 skunk. If you lose if you start trailing by 21, games automatically over.
Yeah, that was definitely in the streets all across America, because we had the same one too.
Yeah, you had to forfeit. You pretty much got to forfeit the game because ain't no way you coming back. Like, this ain't real life. You ain't coming back in this. Yes, I think that was like closest I got to like actual rivalry.
Oh man.
You know, I play like fighting games and stuff. They ain't never fuck with me in that 'cause they knew I was no chance. Like
Slaughter.
don't even touch the sticks. You know I'm gonna whoop your ass.
You
in
might as well
this.
just be jumping into a blender.
That's I was just watching all my voice. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You ain't gonna touch me in this.
That's, yeah,
I
that's.
think that was like the last time I remember having something close to a rivalry. If
I
you could
didn't
even call
have.
it that.
Yeah, I didn't have no fight. Like, especially in my family growing up, I didn't have no fighting game rivalries, man. I was one of the first people that learned how to do combos in fighting games. Everybody used to like jump and kick, sweep. Nobody knew how to block in my family, so.
Hey, now you gotta throw family in there. What about that? I think I told y'all back then how when I was little, I used to play my cousins and stuff in fighting games, but they never told me how to play.
Yeah.
They would just use me as a training dummy.
Oh man, this is a redemption story.
Yeah, they used to just use me as a training dummy.
Yep.
And one of them, like we play Mortal Kombat, and he just like thrash me and then do a whole fatality on me, and just like not say a word. Like that's it. You suck. Get on somewhere.
Damn.
Took that shit to heart right there.
Is it manifested inside?
Nowadays, can't touch me. Don't even attempt. Don't even touch the sticks. So
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna beat the brakes off your ass if you touch the sticks.
you know, it's
Touch the sticks.
you know, them fighting games will prove who the gamer in the family is, because you'll mess around and make everybody quit playing games. Next time you come around, they smoking now.
Yep. My nephew tried me in Street Fighter 4. Smoked his ass. He ain't played me since.
How old was he, Doug?
He was like 12. He was like
Oh
12
man.
I think.
Hey, you probably finna either motivate him to either quit or he finna try and go brush up and
Hey,
train
man.
himself.
Played him in Street Fighter 4 when he was, was he 12? I think he was 12. Played him in Street Fighter 4. I wasn't even picking my main characters, though. I was picking like characters that I like bullshit with.
Yeah.
And I smoked this shit. Played Street Fighter 5. Had all my nieces and nephews in there. I told my youngest nephew, I'm like, hey, pick a character for me. So I'm gonna smoke your brother, yo. I think he picked Cammy and I picked Chun-Li. Smoked his shit. No effort. Smoked his shit. I don't even play Chun-Li.
Oh man.
The dude was talking mad shit before we even started playing. I'm like, dude, dog, you've been playing on Xbox. You don't even have this game. Make you think you're gonna beat me. You like, man, I know how to play these games. I'm like, bet.
Doug, did you have a fight stick?
Yeah, I had a fight stick. Yeah. He had a regular control. I'm like, dude, I'm finna beat the brakes off your ass. I don't know what you getting yourself into.
That shit is
talking all this
hilarious. That shit is hilarious, man. I want to say the craziest shit that I've done is my little sister and her friend were messing with me. Can we play the game? We could beat you at this game. Well, I was playing Tekken, and I said, I'm finna close my eyes, and I'm pretty sure I could beat you with my eyes closed. Her friend was looking at me, and my sister grabbed her control. She tried as hard as she could. I think she picked Christy. She tried as hard as she could, but in Tekken, you know, the sounds are so precise, and you know when you get a hit. If you hit with your first hit and you get that juggle just right.
Yep.
To the point where if I got my first hit, I know the first hit in order to juggle whenever I play on Tekken. So I get my first hit. I hear it. I don't hear the block and I don't hear a whiff. So that means you got to be in the air already. So I already know a combo is coming with. And then this is, I want to say Tekken 6 where you got the bound system. So, you know, that shit was crazy back in the day. So at least 3/4 of your life, boy, finna be gone. If you get in the air anytime after that, then it's over with. So shit, basically out here beating family members with no eyes open. And that was just some little bullshit that I was doing, man. That was just some little bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It don't really add no bonus points or nothing like that, but yeah. Ray Charles, shout out to him.
So that nigga like, hey, better use his ass whooping, his character development. Don't ever challenge me in this shit, dog. You don't know this type of game, dog.
Got to teach these lessons some type of way. Got to teach these youngsters some type of way.
Boy. Like, long as I'm in this motherfucker, you're gonna be second best always.
Oh man, is that the last topic we're gonna end on? The rivalries? Is it? Anybody got anything else before we?
Well, I wouldn't really call this a rivalry. More like a family get together, make you upset, and want to throw your chair. Now
this is different.
That's way different.
This is a different topic.
All I gotta say is one game, and y'all will understand.
Throw your chair.
Ooh. Can I guess one?
You can guess one.
Relax.
Super Mario Kart.
You are the weakest link.
That was a good guess. Man.
Very good guess.
Super Mario Kart on the 64.
I was thinking Mario Party, man.
Doba got it.
Damn.
Man, he was close,
God.
man. You gonna call that man the weakest link, and he was
He was close.
Mario Party, yo.
But see, if I would have said close, I knew somebody was gonna say, "Oh, Mario Party." But yeah, it was Mario Party.
Like a family rivalry and gaming is included. It's most likely Mario Party.
Yeah, or GoldenEye. Now,
Or
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
when you say throw the chair, you had the chair, or or they had the chair.
My cousins had the chair. Specifically, my first cousin.
Dudley boy.
Yep, come on ahead to stop him.
That's the first
that
thing.
was her
That's the
chair
first
he was
thing
about
that
to throw.
come to mind is some Dudley boys.
Took that man coins, man.
No, I took his star.
Even worse.
Oh,
We was on I don't even know if y'all even played, but we was on Princess Peach's stage with the big ass pink cake. I remember he landed. Yeah.
This too?
No, this is the first one, the first ever Mario Party. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the stages. He landed on that green. What was it called? Chance Time. Yeah, he landed on the Chance Time. And of course, the first, it's 3 blocks. First one is a character. The second one is coin, star, whatever. Third one's another character. It was his head because who's he playing? I think he was playing DK. Yeah, that was his favorite character. And I was playing Mario. DK's head. Second was a star going towards the next person, not going back to him. And of course, Mario. When I tell you he picked up Grandma's chair, yeah, it was one of them plastic sit outside chairs.
Was you smiling and laughing at the same time?
I wasn't laughing, but I was smirking.
Petty.
Cause look, it was at the last. Well, it was like the last 3 turns. You know how I don't know if y'all played it, but it'll show you when it's like 3 turns left for everybody. Yeah, last 3 turns, and I already got a star. Ain't no way you getting this star back, homie.
I've never played Mario Party before, but I've seen it before though.
Oh, it is.
It's troll, dog.
That shit done had like 8 games in the franchise or 9 games?
I think it's
I think
10
9.
of them.
Oh,
10.
10. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's something off up in there that I done missed out on. Or it's something like, I don't know, it sounds like it'd be crazy for game night or something. I don't know what it'd be like for y'all think adults can play it for game night? Y'all think it'd be hard?
Of course the adults can
That's just
play.
for all ages, man.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Seems like it.
And fuck that. Get some Wii Sports. Tennis.
Hey,
I ain't trying to shatter my screen.
Some Wii Sports? What you mean, man?
Look, man, go ahead and go to YouTube and search Wii accidents, man. Go ahead and see what happens.
As long as you got that nunchuck
And if you got
strapped
that
around your
strap,
wrist properly, then you should be
it ain't
just
going
right.
nowhere.
I
It's not
remember
going
seeing
nowhere.
somebody nunchuck flying to the TV screen, and he just said, "Mama." That's all I see. Shout out to him, man.
That's all he can say.
God dang, man. Sound like y'all had some WWE action over that Mario Party though, man.
Shit, we even had I told you I had SmackDown. Nobody was really playing that with me.
You talking about WWE SmackDown?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On PlayStation?
On PlayStation, yes.
I fucking
Know your role.
love that game, dog. It had a season mode with all of the events.
I forgot which mode it was.
Which
I
one?
guess I don't know what they call it. Free roam. Well,
you
basically, you can run off the stage and just run around the whole entire
Yeah,
place.
just
In
bring
first
it. Here
person?
comes the pain.
In first person?
No, third person.
I know what you talking about. It used to be called like the Anywhere Falls match and shit like that. Like you can do that. You can play the I Quit match where you put the mic in front of somebody and they say I quit. It's like one of the only, like, I want to say in that one it wasn't even no voice acting. They just put their face, they just put their mouth up to the mic and you just see their head bob and move. And if you win, it say match over. If they don't, it just keep on going after that. It's no way of telling how much damage you was doing to people in games back then. It wasn't, because the newer wrestling games start having damage indicators, and you can even make people bleed out. But in them old ones back in the day, shit, you don't know what the hell they health looking like. 'Cause you like sitting over here jumping off of the Hell in a Cell, you getting choke slammed out of the ring. It was crazy. And then you don't even know if your submission finna make somebody tap out or not. It was wild, dog. Them first wrestling games, it was different. It was fun though, especially if you had a multi-tap on your PlayStation back then. We had a multi-tap, so we were playing the season mode. 4 players. You create your player, they become a superstar, and they start getting popular. Like it had like a popularity chart. The way how you perform in your event that night, it determines your popularity, man. This is all back when I was probably like 11 playing the SmackDown, man. That shit was crazy. That shit was fun though, man. But yeah, y'all got any other topics?
I'm good.
Or-
Good.
Or any last regards? Anything on y'all chest that y'all got to get off before we hit that
Okay,
quote?
Mm-mm.
Any new releases y'all looking forward to before? Obviously we got Spider-Man, but any other ones?
Ain't that Mortal Kombat dropping?
Spider-Man, Mortal Kombat, the Metal Gear collection.
I want to see what that Liza P have in store. I want to see what Liza P has in store. Yeah.
My summer is pretty much gonna be 2 games. So,
Yeah. Yeah, this year has been flames. This year has been flames so far. It's like,
yeah, you need a little break. They've been coming out with heat since the year started.
yeah. It's been, especially since like the end of spring, it's just been pow, 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 pow. Yeah, it's been back to back.
Love.
Back to back, blowing disc drives out. But yeah, with that being said, G, you got a quote?
Listen close. No man can have a peaceful life who thinks too much about lengthening it.
Ooh,
Seneca.
that'll work.
Good.
That'll work, man. Yeah, that was I want to say it reminded me of a part in the DMX song R.I.P. where he said, "Don't fight to be old or lose sight when it's cold." And yeah, that's my bonus off of that. But yeah, man, that's the Shut My Door podcast where we hear me, Durag Rico, K-Con loving on 2K, G Knight finna hit somebody blindsided, I don't know, in the desert somewhere.
Lay down!
And Dobert probably finna snipe some dude that's thinking he gonna take off in a helicopter.
Hey.
And we just up in here and we all hope that y'all wanna stay geeked up about something.